Hey guys, welcome back to Broadway Grosses. We have some amazing things to go over in this week's analysis of grosses, so let's get into it. So Anne Juliet went from 100.39 last week to 95.88 this week, going from $1,274,280 to $1,162,401. I'd say this was another solid week for Anne Juliet. Nothing terrible or big that happened there. A Beautiful Noise had its best week, surprisingly, going from 73% to 76%, going from $842,335 to $962,467, and that was its best week in overall gross since the end of February. Bad Cinderella had its best week capacity-wise with 91%, but they had 3 performances and the tickets were very low because it was opening night, so it went from 642,196 to 633,929, and based off of the reviews, I think we can all say that this show is headed for a big, fat flop. Bob Fosse's Dancin' is doing much better than I thought, going from 564,506 last week to 646,944 this week, going from 90% to 77%. And while the capacity was down significantly, the average ticket went up from $78 to $105, and what matters is the overall gross. Camelot went from 90% last week to 91% this week, going from 741,343 to 859,626. And that's off to, again, a very solid start. And Lincoln Center revivals tend to do very well in general. Funny Girl went from 85% to 84%, going from 1,264,772 to 1,644,720, and it went up so high because Lea Michele was out last week. Hadestown held very strong, going from 912,168 to 851,675, going from 100% to 99%. And these are the kind of numbers we want to see from Hadestown. If you are a Hadestown fan, you can breathe a sigh of relief because this definitely is a good sign for Hadestown, and they did have a new extension of tickets on sale, so here's hoping that it doesn't close like I predicted. Hamilton went from 2,125,226 to 1,915,780, going from 101% to 101%. Kimberly Akimbo is still not doing great, but it went back to 527,288 compared to last week's 515,000, going from 96% to 92%. And while the capacity was down by a little bit, the average ticket did go up, which is why the overall gross was higher. And it definitely is. It's in desperation of the Tony noms. Moulin Rouge went from 1,567,260 to 1,482,285, going from 100% to 99%, and this was definitely a very nice drop for Moulin Rouge, and I'm very happy that they're doing such amazing business, though I do wonder if Aaron Tveit leaving in the next week or two will contribute to it maybe falling. Parade went from $1 million last week to 1,127,000 this week, going from 101% to 99%. Didn't think it was going to hold on to $1 million this week, but super excited that it did, and very grateful. It's definitely deserved of that $1 million mark because it is a very important show, so very happy about it. Shocked went from 456,719 to 517,296, going from 100% to 97%, and 7 performances last week and 8 performances this week. The capacity is very strong, and the overall gross is improving. So maybe this ticket strategy will work. However, I still think that once the average ticket goes up to Broadway prices, the show is gonna not do so well. And I think the Tony noms will help it out, but I truly think that this show will not be successful, but I might be proven wrong. 6 went from 1,157,324 to 1,136,666, going from 100.62 to 100.19. Some Like It Hot went from 971,410 to 925,858, going from 87% to 80%. And the average ticket did go up. But again, these numbers would be great if it was back in November and December. Now it's just a little bit embarrassing. And again, I still think this show will not make it till next year. Sweeney Todd, which had less performances and lower ticket prices because it opened and this got great reviews, went from 94% to 100%, and 1,679,000 to 1,394,402. The Phantom of the Opera continues to make $3 million, and this week it made $3 million again, going from 100 101.71 to 101.66 as it comes up to its closing. And New York, New York, in its first week made $418,601 with an average ticket of $127 and a capacity of 100%, which is very solid numbers for New York, New York. The fact that it is almost at $130 for its average ticket, despite only having 2 performances, 100% capacity, and $418,000 for a show of this magnitude is a pretty solid start. And I'm very intrigued to see the show. I am going to see it. I was going to see it this week, but it's probably not going to happen for a little bit. But I am very excited to see what happens with New York, because we've heard mixed things about it on the message boards, but I'm interested to see business-wise how this show does. Because while it is a classical musical along the vein of Some Like It Hot, I think it has certain qualities that make it a little bit more distinctive and a little bit more intriguing to people than Some Like It Hot. So it's going to be interesting to see how this show does. I don't have a ton of thoughts on it right now because, again, it's just started its run. But yeah, so those are the grosses for this week. Overall, pretty solid for all shows. Very happy that the new shows are doing decent and that I'm being proven wrong in some areas. But yeah, let me know what you guys think in the comments down below. Like, sub, and comment, and I'll see you next week. Peace.